we will discuss the typical thoracic vertebra first, followed by the atypical vertebra. So among the typical vertebra, you know, T2 to T8 vertebra are typical thoracic vertebra. That means all the vertebra having common anatomical features. You know the different parts of the vertebra. I already uploaded the different parts of the vertebra, and all the parts are present in the cervical, in the thoracic as well as in the lumbar vertebra, but there are some minor variations, but almost the parts are same. The names of the different parts are same, like the body, then pedicle, lamina, spine, to transverse process, to superior articular process, and to inferior articular process, and one vertebral foramen. So in the typical thoracic vertebra, the body is almost heart-shaped. That means the transverse diameter and anteroposterior diameter are almost equal. But the typical heart-shaped body is found in 4th thoracic vertebra. And the smallest body is found in the 3rd thoracic vertebra. The vertebral foramen, it is circular, but in cervical region, the vertebral foramen is triangular and larger. Then what is the main distinguishing features of the thoracic vertebra, by which we can identify the thoracic vertebra by a single point, and that feature is the presence of costal facet on the body and on the transverse process. This is the red mark here, which is close to the upper border and in front of the pedicle. This is called costal facet, and this one in front of this inferior vertebral notch, close to the lower border on the side of the body of the vertebra, it is inferior one, it is also costal facet, but both the superior and inferior facets are demi-facets or half facet, not full facet. On each side you will get the demi-facets. When this vertebra will articulate the vertebra of the lower one, if this is the lower one, in this way, here the demi-facet of this vertebra and demi-facet of this vertebra, which will articulate with the facet on the rib. This is the head of the rib. Here there are two facets, one upper, one lower. The lower one will articulate with the demi-facet of the lower vertebra, and another facet will articulate with the demi-facet of the upper vertebra. So both these facets articulate with the two facets of the head of the ribs in this way. And another facet on the transverse process, this one, this black area, it is also articular facet for the rib. But this facet is oval shaped, not demi-facet like that of the body. Oval shaped facet, it will articulate with the oval facet on the tubercle of the ribs. So this facet will articulate with the transverse process. This is also a rib. This facet is here. This is costal facet. This is also a facet for the vertebra. So this facet will articulate with the facet on the transverse process in this way. So this is the most important ironing features of the typical thoracic vertebra. But one thing may be asked, there are two facets, then which rib will articulate with this facet and which rib will articulate with this facet in number. Here you see, so this is one demi-facet on the upper border and one demi-facet on the lower border of the above vertebra. Here you will get the articulation of the head of the rib. So the head of the rib will articulate here in this way. Can you see the two facets on the head? So one facet for the upper vertebra and one facet, lower one, with the lower vertebra. Here And also the tubercle or facet in the rib here will articulate with the facet on the transverse process of the thoracic vertebra. That means these vertebra articulate with the corresponding number of ribs. If I give one example, suppose this is third thoracic vertebra, T3, and this is T4. So with this facet and with this facet, the articulating rib will be the fourth rib, because this is T3, this is T4. So upper facet with the same number of ribs or corresponding number of ribs. But the lower facet here, it is third thoracic vertebra, this one. So the rib articulating is the fourth, but this vertebra is third. So lower facet will articulate with the rib below.